Well, good evening wherever you are on this most pleasant evening. As you can see, there's been a terrific atmosphere here. There is great expectation, excitement, and it has built nicely in these idyllic conditions. Conditions which are certainly playing their part in creating a glorious ambience. It's quite a struggle to get in here, points of access hard to come by, and an awful lot of people gathering to get through the gates, but regardless of that, there's a great feel here and much excitement. Could fall kindly! And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench. Milan with the corner, there first. Kimmich is there to heave it away. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Oh, that is asking for trouble. And now a sudden chance to counter. Great defending, strong and determined. He's in plenty of space here. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
I've chosen Wesley Sneijder because of his weight of pass. Picking out teammates is one thing, but delivering with just the right pace on the ball buys that precious half a yard or extra second, which can make all the difference.
Yes, getting the best out of him will count for so much. Barella? Well, it just petered out. No penetration at all, having had a great deal of the ball. Van Dijk. Shifted upfield. Now it's Mbappe. Joao Felix. Great ball, and he's in here. Now that... Can he put it away? They want to be quick to recover this. Sends it forward. And it's Shevchenko. Mbappe! Oh, shooting chance! Goal! Milan!
Well, there's always a chance of being caught like that when you surrender the football.
A 1-0 lead established.
Still a fragile lead, though. They can't afford to sit on this.
It's run loose. Who's going to get there? And again! It's there! And again! They simply do not know what has hit them.
That looks like a preconceived plan. Win the ball and then unleash.
Milan grab a couple of goals without reply. It's 2-0.
No doubt as to who has the momentum here now. The only doubt is how many is coming.
And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Played forward. Drogba chasing after it. Oh, good read. Barella. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Not the most accurate pass. Moved on forwards. Joao Felix. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Joao Felix. Gabriel deals with that comfortably. Sneijder. Deftly done. Neymar. The ball is loose and the chase is on. And here's Neymar. Gnabry does well to stand firm and defend it. Mbappe now looking to orchestrate a counter. Oh, look at the space here. Milan claiming a corner, and the referee concurs. Have their second corner now. Defending of the desperate variety. And it's to Michaelis. Mbappe! Shade too heavy. Keeper can pick that up. Drogba. Now it's Schneider. Neymar. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. De Michelis, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Son Heung-min! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Son Heung-min really must have felt he had the measure of the keeper then, but how wrong he was.
And now they can spring out of defence. It's an inviting-looking ball, that. Now it's Drogba. Oh, perfectly measured that. He's through, it's one-on-one, tries a shot! And the keeper passes the test.
Shevchenko simply didn't do anything wrong. He was thwarted by brilliance.
And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. Kimmich. Oh, well played, well played. Milan can counter promptly here. And that's been intercepted. Threads one in. No, he's had it taken off him. This possibly the last play of the half. Up to meet it! A really close shave, and the last action of the first half. Reflections on the first half?
Milan are 2 up and everything is shaping nicely. The only criticism, it could have been 3.
Milan ahead 2-0, and they are looking good. And the action is back on the way. Now it's Mbappe. And the counter is on. No, no way through there. Gnabry puts his foot on the gas. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
And it's Shevchenko. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Schneider. Joao Felix. Neymar. And the finish! And it's in! And the second half is off to a flyer! And that was as close to certain as can be.
Well, the keeper has every right to have a moan at his defenders for that because they never got tight to the score. Simple as.
This is threatening to become a really good... Joao Felix! It's loose now and they want to get it back. He ran himself into trouble there. Free kick given away. Well, that looks like a final warning. Still no card. Rafael Leao. Good spot, he's seen the run. Rafael Leao. And it's played in here. Keeper has taken decisive action.
Well, it's good stuff. This is better.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
I think that's offside. Yes, it is. And it's Schneider. Played into space out wide. And he's been shifted off it. And that is a little undercooked. Neymar. Now it's Drogba. Shapes to shoot! He scores! It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
This has become one superb game of football.
Look, Peter, I was on the fence before a ball was kicked, and I still haven't moved.
Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
The movement was good, but the pass lacked authority, a cause of mild frustration.
And it's Shevchenko. Looking for the runner. Mbappe. And the shot! Goal! Milan! And look at his joy! Is this not why we love the game?
And how about the timing of the pass and run? They've worked it before, and no doubt they'll work it again.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
And the frightening thing is, Peter, this isn't even a surprise. He thrives in these situations.
Milan take the lead.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
And he was alert to it.
There's a real appetite from them to finally put this game to bed, but will they?
Oh, they can break here. And he's intervened well there. Oh no, he's got that wrong. Gnabry tries making a foray down the right. Bruno Fernandes. Oh, super find. Oh, they could be caught. Mbappe!
I think it's time for them to concentrate on closing this one out.
And here's Drogba. And again, he's sorted that out terrifically.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
Well read, nice interception. A real chance to break. Son Heung-min, and it's Shevchenko. And Shevchenko! Oh, great save, real class.
Well, you can't ask for much more than that. A difficult moment he simply had to deal with.
Milan get their fourth corner. Great leap! Harmlessly behind. Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. And it's played forward. And that will be the final act. Well, whatever the shortcomings on either side, it was a great game to watch. Just one between. Well, a very good evening to you wherever you are. I do hope that you can join me in appreciating this truly beautiful evening, a night that is absolutely ideal for a game of football. The scenes here really are something, a beautiful picture under the floodlights. Traffic and transport round here, not the kindest, but regardless of that, the fans have found a way of getting here. There is a sense of theatre and the decibel levels are rising. Red and black where he's had a shot! Now that is commitment to the cause. And we have our very first corner. Keeper's dealt with that. Picked out brilliantly. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Oh, good read. And no, that is pretty much the end of that.
Andrei Shevchenko has to be the greatest player to emerge from the former Eastern Bloc.
Yeah, he is the name, isn't he? Has a go! And he's really put himself on the line here. Van Dijk can get it clear. Jordi Alba. Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested. Mbappe, and here's the chance to counter. Son Heung-min bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Son Heung-min takes control of it and he's on the move. Threads one in. He's had a hit! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Goalkeeper's ball. He's looking to set free a runner. Schneider. Schneider! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Oh, that's a sparkling save. Absolutely sparkling. His reflexes were ultra sharp.
Have their second corner now. Towering header! Kimmich gets it away. White does really well to win the ball there. Here's the delivery. And the chances keep on coming. They're awarded another corner. So, third corner of the game. And now they can spring out of defence. Now it's Mbappe. He could be in here. And he's lost his... And the shot! Goal! Milan! And Milan have the lead. There was no getting to that. No getting to it at all. Expertly done.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Milan draw first blood here.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the number one contender, and he's done it again.
Played back in. Drogba. Now it's Schneider. And it's Shevchenko. Oh, no joy this time. And they can counter here. Engages and forces him off the ball. And that is a little undercooked. So what can they make of this? He's got away. And it's played forward. Kimmich. Zinchenko. Brilliantly cut out. He's gone direct here. Drogba! No mistake! They're level in a trice!
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of...
He ran himself into trouble there, free kick given away. Ambrosini, and it's Son Heung-min. Aimed beyond the defence. That's a shade optimistic. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Played towards the front line. A real chance to break. Mbappe finds himself offside. That's a pretty loose pass. Now it's Shevchenko. Kimmich. Well seen, saw that coming. Looking to break out here. Kimmich, interesting ball. Gnabry providing an outlet on that flank. Hits one! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Kimmich gets it clear. Ambrosini. Kimpembe gets it away. And here's Shevchenko. Shevchenko. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Deftly done. Van Dijk. And it's half-time here. A pretty decent watch this, and each side has contributed in equal part. Couple of very good goals for the crowd to enjoy, and a game which is right on the edge. At half-time, it's one each. So we reach the halfway point.
Who wants half-time when you have a contest this good? I can only hope it picks up where it left off.
That's been a decent 45 minutes. Competitive, certainly, and a goal each. And the game has already resumed here. Back into the middle. Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
Shevchenko has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
So their fourth corner of the game. Great leap! It's in!
Boom! There we go. And it couldn't be much better. He was born for the glory he's just managed. The apple on top of the tree.
A wonderful delivery, and all it needed was a touch.
Well, look, it's often the timing of the jump that dictates what you can do with any header, and if you get it slightly wrong, then you'll struggle. But that was beautifully met, it really was.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Pavard calmly anticipates. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning. It's bounced back off the post. Kimmich. He's found a way through. Big chance! In for the pieces! And that's caused a worry or two. This their second corner of the game. And he's taking no chances there. Now it's Son Heung-min. Joao Felix! And in again. And that is doing no harm at all.
Oh, his instinct was brilliant, but not the finish.
Busquets. Pressure already building up here. Well timed, excellent interception. Not the most accurate pass. And here's Shevchenko. Now it's Mbappe. Shot a goal!
Well, it's good stuff. This is better.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Nice interception, well timed. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Son Heung-min, and that is expertly dealt with. That's a throw. punched away. And he gets rid in a hurry. Just eases him off the ball. Shevchenko. Now, who's going to be first to this? Kimmich. Musiala. Drogba. Great ball, and he's in here. Now the counter. And it's Sneijder.
There's a real appetite from them to finally put this game to bed, but will they?
Pass is just off target. Defenders on the back foot. Chiesa. Chiesa powering forward here. Can he finish? Oh, taken with style.
Yeah, and it's very much deserved in the circumstances. In these games, it's so tempting to maybe get a little sorry for yourselves, but there's none of that.
No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Well, I think that defence there thought they were in good position and they had him where they wanted, yet somehow he's worked a scoring position when it didn't see him on. It's really crafty business, that.
Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. Well, that's a booking. Always looked it.
Well, I think the technical challenge is doable. This could depend on the amount of power.
Great chance here from position A1. Sneijder! Oh, super goal! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! And they get themselves in front! Well, that was wonderful in every regard. Vision, concept, and considerable accuracy.
Well, he made it look effortless. Clearly a training ground perfectionist.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Oh, it was a long time coming, but I think it's fully merited. They've applied themselves extremely well.
Now it's Mbappe. Chiesa. He's shifting through the gears here. Chiesa! Jordi Alba is there to heave it away.
Milan have a simple task to find something sustained now and keep the pressure on.
Mbappe! Driving forward. Is there any support? He might not need it. Now it's Mbappe. Into stoppage time, very little left on it. He's left his man. Drogba, good driving run. It's Drogba! Really well taken goal. A 2-goal lead and they're firmly in control. And that really is so impressive.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing, having the composure to score is another.
Decent hit! It's run loose, who's going to get there? And another time! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Showing good feet. And the referee brings it to a close. Milan have thrown it away. It was in their grasp and they let it go. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Milan just may have felt a little extra pressure in front of their own fans that caused a nervousness and tension.
So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very good evening. to you and welcome on this most perfect evening for a game of football to which we look forward immensely. It's hardly a surprise that everybody has come here in their droves, this being a fixture that has received so much coverage in the days leading up to it. And it's good to see that we have a good contingent of visiting fans by the look of it too. The atmosphere is amicable, the conditions do bring out the best in everyone, and I think we're all looking forward to a feel-good game. Red and black wherever you turn, the San Siro is buzzing, certainly up for this one. And already we're underway here. Shifted upfield. Looking for the runner. Keeper's ball. And he skips past his man. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Yeah, Joshua Kimmich. In many ways, the ultimate modern fullback in that he contributes just as much offensively as he does defensively. He seems to have a great instinctive understanding of when to move forward, and that means he rarely gets caught out of position on the counter-attack. He should be a key player for this team.
Yes, they'll certainly be leaning heavily on him. Good run, ultimately thwarted by an astute piece of defending. Crowd appreciates good football all round there. And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench. Milan with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And now a sudden chance to counter. Neymar. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Shevchenko. Now the finish! Played towards the other side. And it's Shevchenko. And that's been intercepted. Busquets. Just no time to dwell on the ball there. Sends it forward. He's done well to get that clear. Son Heung-min. Now the counter. Joao Felix. Oh, facing up to... Oh, that's clear cut. It's a free kick.
Yeah, they look as if they're intent, Peter, on stopping him outside the laws of the game, so the referee is going to have to be very alert here.
Decent enough try.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
Shevchenko. Shevchenko! A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
Well, I think the opposition was pretty sloppy in creating a problem for themselves then, but he was onto it so quickly and very nearly made them pay.
Gabriel, and that interception was most necessary. Well seen, saw that coming. Oh, that is a chance! Goal! Milan! And Milan have the lead.
The understanding between those two plays a big part in that, and releasing the run on side proved the key ingredient.
Milan take the lead, 1-0.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Oh, no joy this time. Kimmich. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Looking for options for movement. Can he finish? Out of play for a throw. Ambrosini. So nearly the perfect ball. Barella. Barella. Oh, that's an excellent interception. And it's Jordi Alba. Oh, such a clever touch. Some resolute defending there. And now the breakaway. Oh, good take in a good area.
Milan have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat. Now for something different.
Del Piero. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. And there is the half-time whistle. So the end of the first half, both teams have had their moments. There's been no shortage of talking points, but there has been just one goal, and that is the state of it at the break, 1-0.
Well, they showed glimpses of some wonderful football to go in with the lead at half-time, and that's definitely pleased the fans. I think they'll be looking to keep this intensity up now in the second half.
Milan come in, having established that lead, a game where the narrative is, at least in terms of the scoreline, so far so good. And we're underway again. Milan carrying a one-goal lead. Oh, good read. And they can counter here. Engages and forces him off the ball. Busquets did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Mbappe. Lovely bit of skill. Joao Felix. Neymar. Looking to break out here. Musiala. Neymar. The pass has gone astray. Chance to break. Well seen. Saw that coming. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Milan clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
And that interception was most necessary. And they win it back again. Oh, that is asking for trouble. Oh dear, less said about that pass the better. Could move up a gear here. Interesting ball. Now it's Mbappe. Delivery from Mbappe. Oh, looks like he's been taken out there. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending and they got away with it.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Shevchenko, and that's gone loose. That's a nicely measured pass. Shevchenko gets flagged offside. We have got changes here from both sides, in fact. Gabriel. And it's Correa. White. That's very neat. Now it's Correa. Oh, he's got a sight of goal. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do.
Well, this is exactly the approach they have to take now, Peter.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
Spot on, Peter.
Shapes to shoot! Sticks it away! 2 up and threatening to pull clear. It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Well, at one stage, he was being body-checked, Peter, and then the next minute, it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
Milan grab a couple of goals without reply. It's 2-0.
That second goal has such a polarising effect on prospective moods. I mean,
he's got the shot away! And it's there! And the lead is extended still further. And that really is so impressive.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Now looking to orchestrate a counter.
Milan have turned up with a human blockade. This is top defence.
Defenders on the back foot. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Just eases him off the ball. That's a pretty loose pass. It's run loose here. Musiala. Cross deflected behind for a corner. Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. And he smashes that clear. And that's been intercepted. Fiddles it through.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And that interception was most necessary. And the counter is on. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. Oh, super find. It's a great ball. Hits one. Plays a sharp little ball here. And now the breakaway. Out to the right. Correa gets away from his opponent. Room for a shot. Oh, that was vital. He's gone for goal! No, he's missed it. Milan making another change here. Mbappe taking his leave here, having got himself on the score sheet. Look, referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Milan were irresistible here, dominant, utterly ruthless. Only ever one result, a comfortable win. Shevchenko claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Yeah, they had a game plan which was about hammering away in central positions, and it paid off. For me, they were persistent and ruthless.
My thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Good evening to you. very warm welcome to you on this most pleasantly clear evening. Conditions absolutely beautiful. Perfect for the beautiful game. Temperatures are kind as well. No doubt playing a hand in high attendance levels as well as an elevated level of anticipation here. Surely this is the hot ticket going around in this neck of the woods. Massive leap! Good delivery, but no joy.
Well, it really shouldn't be allowed to happen again. It needs to be dealt with at source.
Moved on forwards. Oh, he's played it in low.
I think when it comes to pace and finishing of the highest order, there's someone down there who always stands out.
Yeah, no prizes for guessing.
It's Sheva.
Mbappe! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Well, you can't ask for much more than that. A difficult moment he simply had to deal with.
Gets his head to it! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
That is a really good chance missed, Peter. Certainly the way he's been playing.
And now they can spring out of defence. Gnabry looking for the runner. Now it's Mbappe. He's beaten the offside trap. And he's got his cross in. Gnabry. And that interception was most necessary. Goalkeeper's ball. Now he's off and running. Barella producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Oh, perfectly measured that. Bruno Fernandes. And the counter is on. Del Piero. Oh, and he's through the middle. He's left his man. Big chance! Goal! And that really is so impressive.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
Deadlock broken. It's 1-0.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Busquets.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
And the pass is intercepted. Kimmich. Chance to break. Mbappe has a go! Oh, taken with style. And once more, we are all square. You score, we score.
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less. The invitation was received with such a clever run, and he had that defence in utter confusion.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Oh, I think the coach will really be annoyed with that. The players were still thinking about their goal and just got caught napping.
Pinged towards the front line. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Yet another to add to football's endless list of could-haves and should-haves.
Look, the game is full of ifs and buts. If only the pass could have completed its journey.
And a shot! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Mbappe. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Played out to the left flank. Kimmich. And it's Del Piero. Threads one in. Could have been dangerous, but it came to nothing. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
That was just poor decision making and a weak execution.
Now it's Shevchenko. Oh, good ball, and this looks... There's the shot! Goal! Milan! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Yeah, for me, this team seems to find it easier to attack than defend, but now they're going to need to dig in at the back a bit.
Kimmich. Gabriel. It's Kimmich. Marquinhos spots it and intercepts. And that's been intercepted. Son Heung-min. They're back in possession and ready to go again. And it's Shevchenko. And it's half-time here. Milan come roaring back in quite some style. We've got a very different game now. So we reach the halfway point.
Well, give me a moment to get my breath back. What a super half of football. Incident-packed, goals, comebacks, and the match being turned on its head. Which way it's going to go from here, it's anyone's guess.
Milan head into the half-time break with a narrow lead, 2-1. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half. Kimmich. That pass has been well intercepted. Son Heung-min. Now the counter. Eder Militao. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Great defending, strong and determined. Mbappe goes steaming forward. Schneider. Could move up a gear here. Oh, that's a key interception. Oh, good read. Kimmich. Joao Felix. Kimmich. And it's Son Heung-min. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Oh, super tackle. They were outnumbered and under the cosh. That had to be spot on, and it was.
Busquets gets across to intercept that. Bruno Fernandes. Passing is crisp and sharp. And the finish! Oh, they can break here. And it's Gnabry. Milan finding their passes. Del Piero. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. And here's the chance to counter. He is through here. Shevchenko! No mistake! 2 up now, and they are cruising. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing, having the composure to score is another.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact. So the lead now is 2.
They've seen the light and the opposition have been left in the dark.
That's a nicely weighted... And a shot! That is decidedly lacking.
Oh, look, I don't want to sound too dismissive, but from here, that looked the harder thing to do.
Well seen. Saw that coming. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Barella. Shevchenko running with the ball. And now the breakaway. And that interception was most necessary.
Really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
Zinchenko, interesting ball. The fullback is in acres of space here. Defending of the desperate variety. So there's going to be another change here. That's a decent clearance. And now a sudden chance to counter. Couldn't quite squeeze that one through. Musiala. Oh, good read. Now it's Shevchenko. Defenders on the back foot. Son Heung-min. And here's Shevchenko. Good spot he's seen. He's had a shot! He should have put that one away.
Well, his movement has certainly picked up. He's got that decisive goal on his mind.
So here comes a substitution. Son Heung-min being applauded off here, having made a sizable contribution.
Look, you can only give your all, and he's delivered in that regard, and I think the manager has probably just spotted now a little tiredness creeping in, and, if that's the case, then, he's doing the right thing.
And that has left him in a heap. Now it's Pedri. And Shevchenko! Yes! And they are pulling clear here. Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Shevchenko demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
And now he has 2. It's starting to look like a done deal now. Gets away from his opponent. Shots on here. Well, he is the type of character who rises to this sort of challenge, and he will be back for more.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
Shot could be on. Well, he had a really good run at goal there, but the defence just weren't going to let him past. Chiesa. Shevchenko.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Pedri. Showing good feet. Great ball, and he's in here. Shevchenko! It's there! It is no contest. It is a... Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Milan winners after an absolutely outstanding game. Fabulous drama as they dragged it back from behind, made it happen, and won. Shevchenko taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Milan really have a team of the right chemistry, Peter, and it paid off handsomely here. You won't find any test tubes in this bunch.
And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter. evening to you wherever you are. I do hope that you can join me in appreciating this truly beautiful evening, a night that is absolutely ideal for a game of football. The scenes here really are something, a beautiful picture under the floodlights. Traffic and transport round here, not the kindest, but regardless of that, the fans have found a way of getting here. There is a sense of theatre and the decibel levels are rising. The San Siro, for nigh on a century, Milan's power base, the ultimate status symbol of their glorious history. Well, as you can see, we've already started here. And it's Del Piero. Good defending there. They've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Yeah, Marquinhos, he's one of the toughest and most competitive centre-backs in the business. He's the kind of player you can rely on to always be just where you need him, making a...
João Felix! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Oh, and that is really good tenacity. And we have our very first corner. Up to meet it! Oh, the ball's come loose here. In he goes again! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Well, you can't ask for much more than that. A difficult moment he simply had to deal with.
And he's managed to get rid. And now a sudden chance to counter. Fiddles it through. Oh, that's been cut out, well played. Could move up a gear here. João Felix. Mbappe. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. And it's Neymar. Now it's Del Piero. Hakimi plays it in. But that is good defending. It's been repelled. Shevchenko. Chance to break. Rafa Silva. He's free. He has got space. That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner. Milan have their third corner. Towering header! He will be livid with himself. Now he's off and running. Drogba. Del Piero. And the shot! It's there! And he stuck it away as if laser guided.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
A 1-0 lead established.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Now the finish! It's there! They're level in a trice!
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
Well, it would have been harder to miss.
Well, it doesn't have to look spectacular. Why complicate simplicity?
Milan grabbed the equaliser, and we're all square.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
João Felix. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. And it's Sneijder. Sneijder going full steam ahead down the left flank. Big chance! It's in! And they're back in front!
Well, we've seen the hunger to win it back and the focus to make it count. A very tasty combination.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for. Joao Felix. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. Zinchenko goes on a charge down the left. And that interception was most necessary. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
And here's Rafa Silva. Drogba, now the counter. That's a little off target. Mbappe. Aimed beyond the defence.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Now it's Drogba. And he was quick to react. Eder Militao. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. And here's Shevchenko. Can he finish? A decent effort as the first half draws to a close. So after a truly engaging first half, it remains right on edge. Things still very much in the mix in what is shaping up to be a super contest. 2-1 the score at the break, and every indication that both parties are capable of adding more. Caution certainly not on the agenda here from both sides.
Well, we've had plenty to go at in that first half, Peter, and it's a fragile lead that could quite easily change hands in the second. If you like your football unpredictable, I think you're at the right match.
We're promptly into the second 45 minutes.
Milan need to get the balance right to sort this out. Ambition must be complemented by just the right amount of caution, and I think the more experienced players can oversee that.
Joao Felix. Hits one! Could fall kindly. Has a go! Pinged towards the front line. The pass has gone astray.